Hello, everybody. Love and light to you. I thought I would read out some of the impressions that I got today. Um, Today was full of many emotions, mixed emotions, some of happiness, some of tears, a lot of apprehension, a lot of worries, and there's a lot of, well, forgiveness, but at a pinch. Okay? Now, think of that of how you will, but these emotions and stuff are you. One of you people, this relates to. Okay? They are not my emotions, they're not my feelings, they're not my impressions, they are yours. Alright? So, first of all, we got trust in people who has let you down. Now, this is a tough one because the general feeling is they want to trust the person that has let them down. They want them so badly, but they've been burnt a little bit too many times. So the general feeling is acceptance, but not forgiveness. Now, this is a difficult one because how can you forgive when your trust has been shattered? You know, I don't know if this is romantically involved or it's to do with maybe a workplace situation where somebody has stolen your idea and got the credit for it. But it's trust has been broken, all right? So bear that one in mind. Now, this one's a little bit saucy, okay? Because I had a feeling of passion, I had a feeling of longing, I had a feeling of, well, fancying somebody or being head over heels for somebody that is kind of out of reach. Now, how the initial feeling on this was is a crush for somebody or is it something more? A long term friendship sparks a romantic interest. That was the initial feeling. So, is there a relationship, a friendly, a long term friendly relationship that somebody has been involved with, and suddenly something has happened, erupted? It's very common. You know, if you spend enough time around with somebody, you could dislike them, you could really despise them at the beginning, but you spend enough time with somebody, you never know. Quite often, you end up befriending, and then after befriending, become good friends. Then you're on tricky ground. But this is definitely a friendship feel to this, okay? And this is definitely a very long term friendship. So this could even date back to sort of school. I'm talking. I would say best part of the 90s. These feelings that's been around, and up to date, nothing's been said. The odd thing's been insinuated, but nothing actually has been made of this. But I definitely feel it's the friendship. There's a bond first, and it's quite easy. It's quite easy to do when you have a friendship and you have a bond. You know, bonds are more than just your average friendship. This is not your average friend that you go down the pub with. This is somebody you would literally give your right arm for, okay? So there you go. There's a couple of friends here that are very, very close with each other, but just one thinks a little bit more. Alright? So be aware if you are with somebody and you have a family set up or what have you, just be mindful that your best friend might be feeling a little bit more than just friends. But they'll never say anything to their credit. But if you have this feeling that your friend might be thinking of you in a better way, in a different way. It might be nice when you have one of your little chats and get-togethers. It might be nice to sort of subtly bring it up, but be aware that as long as nothing's said, I don't think anything will happen. But I think the moment something is said, it will change the whole dynamic of your friendship. So you have to be aware of that, okay? Right. This one was an interesting one. I had a sense that I needed to escape. I needed to run away. I needed to break free, get air, you know? A feeling of being trapped. Now, this feeling was quite strong. Uh, now, my gut initial feeling with this was a bit of a stale life. You're trapped in a revolving door and you're going round and round in circles and you're not actually getting anywhere. But suddenly something has happened, maybe complications in a relationship, in a family circle, or something has made you want to break free, just get away, do something different. Well, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. The universe never gives you more than you can handle. So, if it's taken a long time to get to this point, there's probably been a good reason for it. Maybe there was lessons you needed to learn. Maybe there was something that you needed to experience. Maybe it was a sign saying, okay, you've gone through enough. Now it's time for you to stand on your own 2 feet and branch out a little bit, okay? But that's the initial feeling. It was, I've had enough of this thing that I'm in, this circle. I've had enough of going round and round. I want to go forward and go left and branch off that way. So it's sort of escaping and changing of your life in one way or another. Okay. Um, all right. This was another interesting one, and I'm not sure if it was linked, but this is. I felt a great deal of frustration. Now, this frustration was. It was over how they felt. I was feeling personally. I was feeling annoyed that nobody could understand how I was feeling. Um, Now, again, I don't know if that was to do with that want to break free sort of scenario, but this was really frustration. You know, it was like I can't believe you don't know how I'm feeling. I can't believe that nobody understands me. You know me, but you don't understand me. So it's that type of scenario. Um, yeah, that was pretty much that. But the understanding part, it was directed to those who should. So this was a feeling like, for me, say, it would be me saying that to Kerry. That's my wife, those who didn't know. Um, well, you know how I feel. You know me. But I don't understand why you don't get how I'm feeling. So it's this frustration is directed to someone close to them or someone's close to them that they're obviously going through something, and I was feeling I was feeling kind of sad. I was feeling fed up. I wasn't feeling depressed, but I was fed up. But I was more frustrated that people around me didn't understand me or how I'm feeling or why I'm feeling like it. Okay, so that was that one. This one was quite an interesting one, and this actually could be related to one of the first ones, that kind of unrequited love scenario. But a feeling or urge to explore something generally that is taboo. Now, I've had a similar to this a couple of weeks ago. So, this would be involving the same sort of people. And initially, I thought it was to do with the love thing, the love for a friend, or the passionate feelings for a friend. But now I am thinking towards more of a spiritual side of things. So maybe I got a Catholic feel. So I'm thinking that whoever this represents, these feelings here, these emotions, these instincts are now kicking in, but they're kicking in from a religious background, an old school religious background. So if it feels a Catholic feel, I definitely feel there's a Catholic feel. There's an Irish feel to this. Don't ask me how I explain that one, but I see the Irish flag, so there's an Irish link to this. But and it's easy for me to say it's Catholic upbringing, and I do believe it's someone here who's had a very strong Catholic upbringing, who's kind of wanting something and wanting to dip their toes into things that, it's normally forbidden for them to do so. But now they're finding this strong internal pull because I want to, me. When I was feeling this, when I was writing this down, I had an urge to want to look behind chairs. I want to read a naughty book. It was that type of taboo. Was a naughty book. It was almost like, God forbid, see your parents naked. You shouldn't do it, but there's a kind of, there's a weird, no, I shouldn't do it, but, well, no. It's a taboo thing. You don't do it. It's like snogging your best mate's mother. You kind of don't do that. Well, you never used to. Anything's possible nowadays. But that was what this feeling was. And I think it was to do with spiritual because I felt dirty. I felt a bit naughty. I felt wrong for wanting to explore things that spirituality in a whole can offer, that your upbringing has forbidden you to do. Don't press the red button. You gotta press that red button. That was the scenario that was trying to. Not seeing your parents naked. Jesus, nobody wants to see that. So that was what this one was. It was to explore something that is generally forbidden for you. And my feel is because of the Irish flag that I saw and this Catholic upbringing, that is a very strong facet in your life. So you would be automatically attuned to what you've been drummed into you from day dot. But something has happened, an experience of some kind that is questioning things for you. You're questioning things inside you because, God forbid, you don't want anybody to hear that you're questioning things on the outside, just in case the big man or anybody's listening. But this is definitely something spiritual. So maybe you're thinking of seeing what Christianity has to offer, or Buddhism, or spiritualism. You know, you're not diving in, but you're sort of opening your eyes and ears to certain possibilities, to other faiths. All right. So that was that one. So that was pretty much the main ones. I'll recap again. A trust issue with people that let you down, and whether you can fully trust them or you should just throw it under the table and just say, okay, I love this person, this chick, this dude. You love them, but they have let me down. Do I see past what they've done, or do I kick them to the curb? It's that sort of scenario, okay? And the next one was the crush on somebody. This is a friendly thing where it's definitely a long term relationship, a friendly feel. You might even be flatmates already, but you've been just good mates, like brother and sister, or sister and sister, or two brothers, whatever the scenario is. Um, it's been long term, and one of you thinks you're a friend, and the other one thinks I love you. That is what's going on with that one. All right. The want to break free feeling. Again, just recap with that one. This is a feeling of being entrapped, stale life. You're fed up with the way things are running and things are going in your life, and you just want to experience life in another pair of glasses. You want to see life in a different way. You want to see what life can offer you because you're fed up with the one that you're in now. Okay? I do feel there is a family issue with this as well. So maybe you're just stale in the, you're feeling stale, you're feeling off in your general family situation, and you just want to break free and let your hair down. My advice: do it. Let your hair down. Take a little weekend trip somewhere. Just do something. Get out your system a little bit and open your eyes to new possibilities. You never know. When you're on your little retreat, you might see somebody or someone that might sway you to want to come back and do this again sometime. You don't have to live your life in the same way. There is options and there are things that you can do. And I urge you to go and find them. Because you're not happy what you're doing now. You're going round in circles and you're fed up of it. Um, Frustration over the feelings. Remember this one. This one's a big one. So if anybody knows who this might be for, pay attention because they're calling out to you and they want you to understand how they're feeling. And they'll only get mad and they'll only dig their heels in even further. They will not play ball. But, you know, they're asking you very nicely in every way possible, look at how I'm feeling. Help me. So please sort of pay attention to any of your loved ones or anybody that you know that might be feeling this way. Just ask them, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Start off with that. Be sympathetic. Don't go, oh, not again. Nothing like that. Go, okay, let's sit down. Let's see what we can do. Your family, you're all supposed to love each other. Get it done. All right? Nobody in a family circle should be nowhere near unhappy and have to call out and practically beg on their knees for other family members to help them. All right? It's called family for a reason. So let's get in there and help each other, all right? Just told you off. All right, and that feeling of exploring something that is normally wrong or a taboo. I definitely do feel this is a spiritual thing. So there's nothing wrong. You're not offending anybody upstairs. You're not offending the good book. You're not offending your ancestors or anybody that has spoke to you in a certain way. You're you. They were them. Their upbringing was their upbringing. Your upbringing might be that the same as theirs, but you're an adult now. You're perfectly capable of making your own decisions, choosing your own faith. As long as you ain't harming anybody, what's the difference? If you're interested in something, get in there and have a look. Explore it. You never know what facets or what fascinating things is going to come your way. Alright? So that's pretty much it. That was the main feelings. Apart from the job interview thing, I feel there's a job interview today. I feel like there's a meeting, a big meeting with people. I've posted those already. And I do believe that somebody might have heard their name called or a voice that they once knew. Now, this has come after they've been talking about old times. So, If you did think you heard something, the chances are you probably did, because I heard it as well. And, well, my ears don't lie. All right, so retrace your steps on that last one with the voice. Retrace your whole conversations that you were having and that moment when you think you heard something, because I bet you pound a penny you did. That was the insights for today. That is that. I wish you all love and light, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. All right? Take care. Love you lots. Bye bye.